Hello, you're watching the World News. It's Thursday morning, 30 minutes with me, James Chow. We begin with the total solar eclipse that brought out scientists to amateurs across Asia on Wednesday. It was the longest eclipse of the 21st century and also the longest since July 1991, when a total eclipse lasting 6 minutes and 53 seconds was visible all the way from Hawaii to South America. Now, if you didn't catch it yesterday, you'll have to wait for a long time. There won't be another kind of this one until the year 2132. The last total solar eclipse was in August last year, which lasted 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Man has been recording solar eclipses for 4,000 years. Even today, they inspire a combination of fascination, wonder, and even fear. Well, the total solar eclipse swept across a narrow band of Asia where hundreds of millions of people watch the sky suddenly darken. Although thick clouds block the view in some areas, enthusiasm has been high. Yang Yan has more.
The view of the eclipse began in India just after dawn. Large crowds gathered at a section of the river Ganges to offer prayers. Elsewhere in the country, viewers, including many foreigners, waited to catch a glimpse. A group of people even boarded a charter plane to chase the total eclipse above the clouds at a height of 41,000 feet.
It was really good. You're never going to see it ever. Just a black spot. It's totally beyond words.
After India, the eclipse swept through Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar and China. Spectators were very excited after catching the moment.
I feel great, as I will never be able to see it again. It is a great moment for me.
Elsewhere, a partial eclipse was visible in much of Asia, such as Vietnam, South Korea and the Philippines. Astronomy lovers and curious crowds also watched it with great enthusiasm.
We are glad that we are able to obtain data. And here in the Philippines, people are sort of happy that they could see even just a partial eclipse.
In Japan, clouds foiled Tokyo sky gazers who gathered at an animal park. But both visitors and animals still tried out their eclipse fashions. In Thailand, dozens of monks led a mass prayer in Bangkok to ward off any adverse effects caused by the solar eclipse. Yang Yan, CCTV.
Well, that's a look at Asia as a whole, but here in China, many eclipse watchers gathered in cities and areas along the Yangtze River. Li Sang reports on that part of the story.
This could be a once-in-a-lifetime moment for many Chinese. At 9:15 a.m. Beijing time, the total solar eclipse could be seen in places along the upper stream of the Yangtze River. The moon's shadow blocked out the sun, leaving only the solar corona visible, and plunging cities and regions on the solar eclipse path in China into darkness. The process lasted for about 4 minutes, making it the longest-lasting solar eclipse in the country that scientists say won't be surpassed in duration until the year 2309. The weather wasn't favorable, but it didn't dampen people's enthusiasm. Millions of eclipse watchers lined the banks of the Yellow and Yangtze Rivers early Wednesday to see the spectacle. It was raining in Shanghai at the time of the eclipse at 9:35 a.m. Only street lamps were left on, as the city turned off all landscape lighting in a bid to allow people to enjoy the aura of solar corona. Some other cities along the path of the full solar eclipse also adopted similar measures. A total solar eclipse occurs when the moon moves between the sun and the earth, blocking out the sun from the areas in the moon's shadow. Without the sun's light, the sun's corona makes a spectacular halo around the moon. Scientists say the next total eclipse is expected on July the 11th, 2010. They say it will cross the South Pacific, only seen from the Cook Islands and Easter Island. Lisa, CCTV.